Hey gang, welcome back to Lonely Pines. Ooh, we've got a bit of truck maintenance to do because we've got some wrong trucks. Oh, look at all these filthy vehicles. Okay, we've got a lot of maintenance to do apparently. Today we're going to be working in Bondi. However, I am going to start getting some freight down there. Well, when I say working in Bondi, we're going to work towards getting the fuel into Bondi. The other thing is, before we kick into that, I want to say thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed on the channel lately, and another thanks to other people that have commented on some videos to help leave some very helpful tips, hints and tricks, especially in ways we can grow the channel and move it forward for viewership and for you guys, because ultimately it is meant to be fun for both of us, and I'd like to bring content to you that you can enjoy and you feel like coming back to. So I always accept, listen and take on board all your criticism, comments, and as long as it's constructive, that helps us grow the channel. I don't need to listen to people tell me I'm rubbish when I know I'm probably rubbish, but if you're going to say I'm rubbish, tell me why you think I'm rubbish and what you think can help out the channel. Okay, but that all being said, that was my big thank you to everyone lately who's still supporting and helping grow the channel, so thanks very much. Right, so as I said, we're currently riding a grain truck on a tanker service, and I've got this in a couple of places and a couple of problems we need to fix up, so we're going to do that first of all, so we can just bolster up how much oil and crude oil and fuel is getting around. Okay, now that we're hitting the autosave, let's have a look at that. Right, look at these filthy trucks. So if we click on this line here, go manage the vehicles, we've got trucks like this one here is a grain one, right? Then we've got where is it? Grain, that's fuel, that's fuel, that's fuel, that's fuel. Are they? Yeah, they're fuel. Fuel. Go up for me. Okay, so there's only a couple of grain ones on this one. That's fantastic. There are some plastic trucks as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these three grain ones here, and we're going to replace them straight out with some actual straight up. And we might even just use vanilla. We might use the Cascadias, because why not, right? Okay, let's mix it up. Now that's going to help those trucks as well. Why not? Yeah, the Cascadias look nice. Now, the other line, there's actually two more lines up here anyway, near Penrith. The other one is this one down here. And it's these trucks you can see here, right? These Wormser ones, they are grain ones. The green ones are grain ones as well. And I forget which one it is an actual plastics one. There's one for like chemical and plastics. I'd have to have a look. I know there's one definitely up at the other place. Manage the vehicles. Is it you guys? Your fuel, your grain, and your grain. So look at that. Out of our 6 trucks here, only 2 of them are actually doing the job they're employed to do. So these ones here need to instantly get replaced. So no wonder why we were struggling so hard out. And in fact, we want to keep a good mix on them. So we'll go with the BPs on that. Here I was trying to be clever before and not trying to use BP and Shell everywhere, when in fact they're the actual tanker trucks that you have to use. Now, that one is a fuel one. We've got that one though. That's a plastics one there. So the BASF is the plastic. The BP we know. Total we could use. Yeah, switch them out for totals. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. What were we saying? Total. Switch them for the totals. Okay, perfect. Now we have 6 vehicles, because look at all this sitting here on the deck. And I was like, what is going on? Alright, so we got 6 vehicles to lift and shift a lot more fuel around in here. And that's going to help this as well, and get more stored in, alright? So we might even, for the sake of it, as I was wasting money anyway, what's that like? That's the one that goes to Penrith, and I bet we've got wrong trucks on that too, so manage that line. Manage the vehicles. You are a plastic. You're fine. You're not. And you're not. So 3 of the trucks are not fine. Alright, we're going to replace them literally just with the Shell ones. Okay. I don't even and that one needs to go too. I don't even think we need that many trucks on it. You can actually get sold. Okay, we're just going to have 3 trucks on that line to Penrith. And this line here can do with some more trucks. We'll put a couple of Shell ones on this too. Will we? And now replace these older ones. Alright, so after sorting the dog out, the dog's still barking at someone out there. I think our fuel, it's probably good that we had it cut in because we can see a lot of this stuff getting lifted and shifted now. So that's going to help get a lot more product in. The other one is this one here. This line out here, we've got taking crude oil down to the refinery. It's got plastic and grain trucks on it as well. So you can see, let's just go manage the line. You can see there how many we've actually got. Stop managing the line, manage the vehicles, Ham. Okay, so this one is a grain, that one's a grain, so that's 4 already out of the 16. He's okay, he's okay. He's a plastic. That's fuel, and that's plastic. Wow. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So pretty much half of our trucks are useless on this line, and so just got to make sure if you're doing this at home to make sure you just double check that if you are using these mods to check what they are actually taking. Don't just take them for their word that they're just a 40-ton tanker like me and how idiotic I am. Alright, so I'm going to just replace them all with BP ones. Yeah, just put the BP ones on. Okay. So now we're all good. That's also going to help up our here. Alright, because we were leaving a lot on the deck and a lot not actually getting shifted and lifted. So that's really going to help. And the other trouble was a lot of these factories were not having any stored crude in them, or crude or refined stored in the actual buildings to then produce as much as we need to get produced, right? Knock-on effect. You get ADATA, you get it, right? So perfect. Now that that's been taken care of and we can bolster up how much fuel is getting sent back down to the South Island, we're actually not even going to use the South Island. Now, to get fuel to Bondi, there's a couple of ways we could do it. The easy way, when it gets shipped back down to this port here, we could then send some back on the ship or straight into here or back into here and then trucked in, right? That's easy, whatever. Probably the smartest thing we do is we're sending goods in that way. I don't want to do that. I want to utilize the train. We've put in a freight station specifically for a reason, and we're going to utilize it. So we're going to put our freight line in, connect it up to this main passenger line, right? And then we can finish off our decoration down there. But not only that, is this the East Coast Island, much like the West Coast, we're going to set up so there is the ability to do a big loop around the island. So we do have currently we have a train station up here in Tooleybuck, right here, that eventually we can get hooked up, I'm hoping, and marry up with this one here in Duffy, and then we've got our instantly loop, right? Once we get the loop in and we start getting product shipped over here from the other islands, we can start utilizing trains to lift and shift a lot more around the islands and so on and so forth. The good thing is we can utilize this airport and we can attach a cargo port to it at some point. We're not going to do that today either. So no fuel is going to come in by air. We're potentially going to ship some fuel around. Now there's a couple options. We could just truck it from there to say over to here. That's actually not a bad idea. And then train it from here down to there. Or vice versa. We could ship it around into here. Right? And pull into this little... It's only a little port that was only designated just for the food. Right? We could... I think it'd be silly if we did it though. We could either extend that around to here. I think I want to truck it, I've got to be honest. And that way we can bolster up this station, and then once that's in, I can really start decorating in and around here as well. These guys they're getting everything they need from... They're self-sustained. Both of these cities are self-sustained from everything around here. They got food and they've got con mats, right? So that's fine. But the other thing is, with the trucks, we don't necessarily have to run tanker trucks on it. We could run just transporter trucks that run all goods, so we could end up starting to take con mats back and getting other con mats and stuff back around, say to down that way. Does Nightcliff still need con mats? It still needs con mats, like that sort of stuff. So there's the options there. I hadn't thought about trucking just to there, and then we can train it all the way down to there. All right, and conversely, we can send stuff up around that way when we get that hook up in. So let's look at that. It would mean that we are sending trucks down here to pick up. And do we want to actually do that? Or are we better off sending a train with fuel from here up to here, somehow then getting a road through the mountains to there, connecting up, and then sending... I'm trying to avoid using trains all the way. We might have to do like a way to ship. I mean, the easiest way is going to be ship it around, but I kind of want to avoid shipping as well. I would like to utilize trucks and train for this. That's a long way from there to there, but from here to there is just as hard. You could, and here's a thought, we could run a small airfield out of here and fly some fuel over up to here and then truck it into Duffy, because Duffy looks like it's probably should have a freight service built here. And then from Duffy we can then send fuel that way, and we can send fuel up that way and to Wanneroo as well. That's utilizing the airfield option. Or we bite the bullet and we put some kind of a road connection with this tunnel through the mountain straight to that. And we train it over to here and then truck it over to there. Let's do that. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to keep the airfield one on the back burner. You know what would be really good? If you had the train come out of here. No, that's no good. You've got the road network in. Just utilize it. Yeah, okay. So this road here, let's get our infrastructure in first. I want to use country, and we're going to marry off this one here, right? So this is actually, we're going to marry off this road as a separate tunnel. I want to keep you flat, please. This is going to be a big tunnel, pretty much. That's also not keeping flat. That is. Okay. Then I want to get a bit of a curve because we're going to tunnel. Alright, we're heading straight for that point right there. We're going to keep you big road. It's okay if you have slight hill. Now that's going to actually come down on the flat. I might have just blown the game up. Just stand by for a second. No, we're good. Okay. Now I actually kind of, and here's the thought. Alright, now if we take a look at this for a sec. Take you back to there and we bring you on the flat. Ooh, no, that's no good. Okay, let's just bring you to here. On the flat. Okay. And then I'm going to bring you like that to there, but I'm actually going to not be a tunnel. We're going to actually make you like that. Right, and then I'm going to bring the mountain down around you to make it like a big sort of valley. Just go with the smoothing for a second, see how that goes. Just sort of marry those up, smooth that on out. Okay, that can get smoothed out. Now what this is going to do, it's going to cause a connection between Humpty-Doo and Sorrento and Innisfail as well for road connection. Now we are sending a bus system from Humpty-Doo to Townsville. That's fine. We could probably now send a bus service from Sorrento to Humpty-Doo and utilize our inner city bus terminal, right? And I'm quite happy to not give them any other transport but a bus service. The other thing is I can make this road private. So I can, I'm pretty sure, go like this and go player ownership, yes, this one and this one. Is there a way I can lock it too? Player ownership tool, upgrade streets with player ownership to regulate automatic changes. I'm pretty sure if I own it though, can I not? Do I own that? Yeah, I think I do. Can I not stop cars driving on my road? I always forget how this actually works. Clearly it doesn't look like it though, does it? Okay, well, it's player ownership, but it clearly that doesn't stop people driving on it. And I thought there was a way to stop them driving on it. I'm not too worried anyway. It's not really going to change the outcome of things. Just give me a touch of smoothing on these, please. Alright, fix this up, clean it up. I want to keep the valley going. I just don't want it to be as square. Okay, do that and then get this for us. Yeah, that's gonna come up a touch better. And then I can do some, I'll keep that side fairly flat. Then what we can do is we can decorate this side of the wall to make it look like it's retained and all good, right? But I kind of wanted this like fearsome looking mountain range side as you came out of the tunnel. Okay, let's do some road upgrades. We're going to upgrade you and upgrade you. Okay, that's fine. You may as well upgrade that bit of road. It's like the council went, nah, I can't be bothered. Alright, give me that upgrade. Alright, tickety boo. Right, the next thing we need to do. So it looks like we're bringing the fuel in here, but that's okay. It was either Duffy or this one, and I don't mind that it's this one as well. We can still give Duffy a cargo port as well. Holy moly. Right, so I need some tracks. Now we're going to just run the diesels on this. We're not running anything electrical. Okay, platforms, please. Oh wow, I just went all platforms. I didn't even consider the fact that I can put some of my buildings in. Well, they're not my buildings, but some of the modded buildings in, which are these ones here, are they? No, they're cargo sheds. Alright, so give me a big one. Yep. And give me an open one. And give me a closed one. Yep. Beautiful. And then let's go our cargo buildings, please. Now we do have these ones with the hills. Now, do we have negative ones? No. They're realistically only for raising the roof, not lowering the roof. That's okay. We don't need it to be. Run a big one in the middle. And at that end. We're going to have to raise the land up around it to touch anyway. For these ones here, I want you to look like you've got ramp access. like such, and the same for this one. Okay, that's perfect. And then obviously a building over here again, but let's go with a slightly different building. Yeah, okay, you're gonna have to go there. They're like little logistics buildings anyway. Okay. We're not going to worry about the track so much that way, as that will get linked up eventually. We're more so just going to bring up a bit of terrain here. Okay, that feels like it's not level, but it obviously is. Okay. Now that embankment's going to come all the way out here after autosave's done its thing. We'll raise it up just a touch here. Noting that this comes around that way. And then how are you going to get, because you've got a specific bridge over the top of that, I might be able to merge the bridges without upsetting too much of the apple cart. Or we might have to do a quick convert straight into there. Okay, and then I actually don't mind the cliff face look along the water edge as such. Okay, we can play with that later. The main thing at the moment is getting the structure in. We need a truck stop, obviously, because they're going to come off the bridge here and pull straight in this way, are they? We potentially might need a bridge. There's a lot of traffic. How do you feel about streets? Right, how would that should just pull off there without affecting anything too much, but don't forget you're going to have a can you just come straight to this for me without causing too much fuss? And the answer is yes. And we still should be able to shoot line up there. Yeah, okay, perfect. Put that in. And then get me my truck stop. What are we utilizing? We just want to use a regular truck stop for the moment. So I can, although it's just a drop off point, isn't it? We're not taking anything back. Not at the moment, we're not taking anything back. Put your regular one in. Alright, give me the 30. And in fact, we can just utilize you there and use the rest of it like decoration. Okay. Now that I know that I can put that in. Okay. I'm okay with that. Yep. So that gives us connection there and there. Right. Now what are you going to do about the tracks? First thing we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can actually get a line over here without upsetting anything underneath. And I didn't think we would upset too much. Okay, they can keep coming over then. But it's not going to stay there like that because okay, get the fourth one in. Okay, and now we want to see if we can take this out without causing too much fuss. So we've got dual bridge. Yes, okay, that's perfect. Now, what I did do here is I actually put bridge. Oh, they're a little bit out of sync. That kind of sucks. I wonder if it's. Wonder if I pull the bridge out down this way a little bit further, it will marry up. So pull it down to here where you're going to connect them up, which is probably more likely down here. Okay, maybe we'll get those legs to marry up once we hit down here. Okay, no, that's gotten rid of the pillar altogether. Well, I don't mind that, but wait until I delete this out now to see what happens. Now they've married back up perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna... This is like some sort of concrete bridge brace I started playing with and attempting to put in. I really like it, so I'm gonna continue it on with all of these. Yes, now that they're all working together properly. Okay, that's good. Really happy about that. That's back in place. Now this is where we start to marry things like this up. So we're gonna go about here. Right. And you're going to start switching like that for me. Why have you gone back to catenary? But I kind of don't want you... actually come further. Let's marry it up where it starts to get on the bend. Like that. Get your little buddy. You have a slight little wiggle wobble in you, but I think all in all you should be not too bad. Okay, let's get rid of that bit of loose track. And ultimately that's exactly what we want. Now I actually have to go back here and turn off catenary on that and that and that bit there. As long as we got catenary remained on the other stuff, you don't even need to be that one either. Yeah, I know. That's not my fault. So you should be all good there. You've got a slight little wiggle wobble here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. And you're also catenary there, which you don't need to be. Okay, perfect. And then you guys will plug straight in because I know, because you were lined up with that perfectly right there. Okay, and then that gives us our... Oh my god, no, the bridges are off again now. Okay, that's our connection point. Lovely. Let's just do this. I want to make sure this is right. And it will be right once we get it in place to a certain point. The game's just being... The game's trying to beat me again. And I'm not going to allow it. Basically. Okay, give me this from here to there. From there to there. What is that? Is that track from the other? Wow, I think that's what was throwing it off a little bit. That was kind of funky, and it's really throwing everything off now. Alright, I might just have to reset all this anyway. It's just not playing the game, is it? Okay, that's better. Resetting that there is better. Can I go from like here? That's the spot there. No, I'm gonna have to reseat it all, I think. It's just not playing the game. Yeah, wow, it just completely different, isn't it? Even though it's parallel, it's just completely different. See what happens when you pull it down here further. Nothing. Okay, don't worry about it then. It's probably fine where it is, to be honest. I can work with that as long as the ships can get under, which they can. Where is my shipping route actually? Yeah, that's fine. It's plenty of clearance, and I can actually put a post on that one then. I might play with it in my own time anyway, if I deem it like not happy with it. But in the meantime, I think we'll just leave it as is. And I can play with that. It kind of makes sense though structurally how it looks. Our bridges are actually running opposite. If you look at them here, they've kind of got... It's kind of a cool effect, but at the same time, I'll see if I can get it to marry up a little bit better. They start at the right place, but they just probably extend too far, and that has to do with the land down here as well. So I'll play with that in my own time. That's fine. We're not going to chin around with that too much more. We'll go down the other end. It's just something to take note if you're ever trying to get your bridges correct. It's where your bridges start and finish at the end of each on the land. So just take that into note. Right, this one here should be a little bit more straightforward. We're actually going to pull this straight across to here. Now, is that track going to be in the way if I do that? Yeah, it's going to be in the way. Went too quick for it. Oh, that's because of that one. Alright, what about if we... I'm really having a lot of trouble getting track to do what I want it to do lately on this playthrough and the actual spring update series. Okay, now that you're sort of doing what I want you to do, I'm going to shorten you and get you to come here. That's all I wanted you to do from the get-go. Okay, I know that was complicated and hard and you wanted to do other different things, but don't. Essentially, stop it. Right, so we've got a crisscross here. That's a big diamond, but I'll go with it, whatever. Whatever, Trevor, whatever floats your boat. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, and that's that in a hat. Right, so that's our 2 points. What you don't have in here is a truck stop. So let's slap one in just temporarily so we can get this line up and running. That will not squeeze there, will it? Maybe. Okay, it'll squeeze like that for a moment. Okay, that's just what we're going to do for that until I figure out how I'm going to fix that up, that whole area, because we're probably going to move that tram, remember? Now, in terms of a truck drop-off, where are we wanting to take fuel? Now, if we look at this, we'll be able to tell instantly. Fuel is just going to here anyway, this area. Right, and if you're wondering, if you're questioning that, then don't. Okay, that's our fuel. I still might put a truck drop off though. Just a drop off point with a truck zone like this. So we'll go the 12 meter. And we'll do it like this back street here. Will we? We could do it in this little dead end cul-de-sac. That's actually not a bad spot to do it. Okay. And in fact, I've got another idea as well. We go streets. Now is it this one here? Yeah, truck. Medium street with truck zone. Yeah, okay, upgrade that for me. Right. Get it, got it, good. Unlike city skylines, I can't use the tool to widen the end of that cul-de-sac, which kind of sucks, but I get it, right? And you get it. Right, so let's plumb in a line that goes from here to there. Okay, it's going to utilize our roundabout, beautiful. And it's going to be fuel anyway. So this is going to be called... no, it's not going to be called anything because I mucked that up. Right, it's going to be called fuel, in caps. Fuel truck. Bondi. That's it. That's all that's going to be called. Okay, and are we going to buy a couple of trucks for it? Yeah, we don't have a truck stop down here. Ooh, that is interesting. Over here. Oh wow, I thought, yeah, it's right here. This is it. Crikeys. Okay, we only need, we're just going to go with one truck to start with. And I'm going to keep it vanilla on this one. Just go the 40 ton to start with. We can change up what it looks like later. And set that on fuel Bondi. Okay. Fuel Bond truck. Right, so that's that done. Next, we're working backwards here now. Next, we're going to get the line in for the train. Make this also that color. Alright, this is exciting. So we're going to work all the way back to here. Right. You haven't given it a diamond out of here either, Ham. Yeah, my bad. We'll just do that for the moment. I'm not going to do a diamond. Also, I'll only be running one train on it, realistically. Did I put a signal down here? Like that, please. Okay. Right, manage the line and go in as fail. What are you doing here? Why? Do I need to slip that? Is that what's going on? Is that what half the trouble is? Because you can come back this way and shoot down there. Okay. So you can come in here and you can switch to there. Yeah, okay, so why aren't you? Why haven't you chosen to do that? What happens if I switch you at Bondi? I can't switch you at Bondi, you've got to stay on that one at Bondi. Alright, I'm going to put a waypoint in and force this thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to waste any too much time on it. It's only got one station it can do. It can go at each end, so I understand that. Manage the line. After Bondi sightings, add that waypoint for me. Yeah, it's okay. You're allowed to come up here, and you're allowed to come all the way through here on the one track. You're allowed to come through there. And you're allowed to come off here. Okay, yeah, it's because I didn't put the diamond in. You know when you said you're not going to bother putting a diamond in? Yeah, you got to put the diamond in. And then you'll find that you won't even need that waypoint down there. You mean this waypoint? I mean exactly that waypoint. Oh, what about the track? Yeah, you'll need the track, Ham. You'll need the track. Yeah, roger. Track required. Okay, waiting for autosave. Roger, track required. Track going in. Now you're going to have to redo that whole confuffly mess here. Oh no, we won't. We're good. Okay. That should have that all good. Yeah, okay, perfect. Everyone's happy. Name it. So this is going to be fuel train in to Bon TRNF. Okay, perfect. We'll be buying a train out of here also. So that's okay. It should. I can't imagine you complaining about not having a connection, but for the sake of it, in case you do, temporary bit of track, just in case you decide to have a cry that you can't get over to there. All right. So the next line we need to do now is the line that goes from here. And remember, this is all because I just wanted to use a train station. Not for any other reason, but I could have made, this could have been such an easier thing to do if I had to utilize something different. Right, we've got a truck stop in here. Groovy. But it means we get to use the Sorrento freight station as well. Right, that's good. So that is going to be fuel. Truck. Very, a lot of, has to go a lot of routes to get there. Fuel truck, what's this, Sorrento to in. And it's also a TRNF. Okay. And then don't go away. We've got one more. Yeah, we're going from here. Now this is going to be hard because we've already got a lot of bloody trains going right through this area just here. And we're pulling into here, right? I'll make you orange so I can see what's going on. Yeah, so you're pulling in fine there. I can't see. Just bring up the actual line itself. Whoa, Nelly. Right, you have no way of switching. Well, you can just pull up over here to pick it up. Can you? No, you can't. Right. Because this is actually not station. This is faux station. That's okay. We can put a switch in. We might even put it in here after all these guys. So we've got your track going. Oh, that has. No, hang on. it has to go up that line. Oh crap, this is gonna get complicated. Okay, I kind of shouldn't have left the hard till last, should I? Is that... At what point is it too much? Do you want to think about that for a sec? How much do you love complicated ham? Who wouldn't? Can I get you to marry? Like that for me? Yeah, I would prefer you to do that, please. And then shoot in across, is it? Is that one that I want to do it? Yeah, because I can slip that. Okay, we can slip that, and we can slip that. Right? How does that line look now? I actually like that. I like that. I like how heavy that is on there. Now, because it's a two-way, buddy, guy, can I have you come into platform, different one? So Penrith Annex, come into 2. You don't have a switch out here. That's half your trouble. Okay. Can I slap in a switch? Yeesh. Without upsetting anyone. Yeah, okay, you can. Does that upset everyone here? That doesn't upset you, but no, that's all good. Okay. Right, so that's that. Then you switch here, that's fine. And you move back over to this side of the track where you come in that way and you go that way. But you're going to have to wait for people. Because you are so busy, so you're going to have to wait there. And you're going to have to wait there. No, don't put that there. That's going to cause problems. Let's just have you like that. Holy moly. Alright, I'm excited about this. Okay, so that's the fuel one done. Let's give it a name. Oh, it's going to be a business. If things are going to get any busier through here, they just did. Oh, man. Right, so this is literally fuel. Train. What? Penrith to Sorrento TRNF. Okay. Right. First things first. I got rid of that station there, so we need to buy the train over here for you guys. Where's it coming out of? We'll catch up with this train after too. Here. Alright, so buy the vehicle. We want to go fairly simple with this one as well. It doesn't have to be complex or expensive. It's 1.6, it's 1.8, it's 1.3, 1.1. I mean, the AMD, the GP9 is probably the best price. I mean, we're going to leave it the color it is. That's the same color it is there. I'm going to leave it the color it is. Cargo, we're going to run. Now we've got these tank cars. One of these ones does take fuel though, I'm pretty sure, and it looks kind of cool when it's... This one takes fuel. Container wagon. That one takes fuel. Let's go with this one. 2.3. Let's run it just a 128 capacity to start with. That's probably going to be too much as well, but we're going to do it. I think I'm going to go get some more tanker cars for the actual train itself. That's not a modded one, is it? No. Okay, I'm going to buy some. Okay, buy that. Set that on fuel Penrith Sorrento transfer. Okay. Just hit play for a bit while that does that. We're going to then get the trucks for that line. So, fuel. I think we're going to run... We'll run shells. We'll go with like 6. Set those on fuel. Truck. Not truck Bondi. Sorrento to Innisfail. Okay, thanks autosave. The real MVP. Come on. Okay, and then we need a train. Oh, we haven't done a proper depot for this side of the map yet. But the train for this one, we're going to run something. Are we going to run something similar? It needs to be fairly cheap as well to start with. So we'll run this one, I think. The NoHab. The Ahab NoHab. What colors look good for the Ahab? Does orange? Nah, orange is not going to be alright. What about just black? Oh, it's got black with orange. Okay, well if that's the case, give me the like bluey color. Okay, we're gonna give that a go. Cargo wise, we're gonna run the same, I think. We're gonna run these wagons as well. 3. We'll just run the 96 on this. I don't think we're gonna get much to start with. If we get more, then that's fantastic and we'll start putting more wagons on it. Set that to fuel Bondi. Okay, and then I bought the trucks, I'm pretty sure. We'll do that ride along into Bondi, see what it's like. I was going to do the ride along for the other one up into Sorrento, but we'll save that one for next time. So this line should have, does it have trucks on it? Yeah, it's got one truck there. So you've got a train, yeah. Then you've got trucks, yep. Then you've got a train, yep. And that's what we need. Right. Let's see if that's triggered you guys to supply for Bondi though. Not yet, it hasn't, but give it a sec. It might take a bit because the lines actually have to get established in. Right, it might just take a bit for the lines to kick in. But either way, here's our train just here. So let's do the ride along in the, yeah, cool. I like it in blue. Actually, I really like it in blue. Right, this view? Yeah, this one. Do an outro. Yeah, give me a sec. The roof comes pretty dirty. That's good. Do it from about here. Okay. Thanks for joining me today, gang. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the... Anyway, I'm not going to go on with all that sort of stuff. I did it at the start. Enjoy the track ride along today. Let me know what you're thinking below in terms of routes. Yeah. The bridge stuff I can play with and that sort of stuff when we do some live streams and everything. We go to decorate and stuff like that. We can fix that stuff later. But anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're now getting, well, hopefully we're now getting fuel to Bondi. It might take a little bit of tweaking to get stuff sorted out properly. That's just a pretty rough guesstimate of what we're throwing down the line. It will definitely take some tweaking though. Like I say, always get the infrastructure in, tweak it later. Okay, maybe not when you're starting out. When you're established and you've got a lot of money in the bank, you can do that. But when you're first starting out, you have to get it right pretty much straight away. Okay, so that being said, thanks for joining me today. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. There'll be some live streaming coming up very soon as well. We've been doing a fair bit lately, so stay tuned for more of that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.